So yeah, I'm just going to do a little bit of documentation on the games room. Still work in progress, obviously. Kind of undecided whether this unit might swing back. Originally I had it on this wall, and then I thought, oh yeah, I'll put it in this position. It looks pretty good. However, might have to pull out the measuring tape and just sort of measure a few things. I'm going to have something else in this corner, but temporarily I'm just having my old shelves. So one of the very little furnitures that I've had in my old room at the different house that survived. I pretty much wanted like new furnitures. The fantastic furniture, I think they're called Kobe. They're 2 meters tall, 6'6" in height, so that's a work in progress as well. I've ordered some more shelves. Not that I can really order shelves, but I went to a like a local joinery and just try and at least get white shelves, and then I'll manufacture some more holes. Yeah, they're fine, but yeah, like somewhere where there's not holes where I need them, I want to use up every bit of space. I don't want to have any wasted space other than just that little bit. Like down here with the satin here, like that's about the perfect gap. Actually, it's been like this for a couple of weeks now, and actually, yeah, I can see a little bit of a bow just with the weight. It's actually quite a thick shelf. It's about 19 mils, and I can already see it bowing, so just under the weight. So that's all right, because what I'll do is, if I'm happy with the results with the joinery, getting extra shelves, what I might do is, once I'm happy with the positions, like this is going to get a little bit lower, tighten up, save a bit of space, and I can get another row of satins. But I might sacrifice, say, could be up to 2 games, but down the middle, like add like a timber, bit of a divider, and that will just give it a bit more support. Because yeah, definitely it is bowing. These satins do weigh quite a bit, so that one's fine, but it's because there's not many Sega Saturn games. But when they're packed, yeah, I could, yeah, you can probably see on camera actually, yeah, it is sort of starting to be a smiley face, which I don't want to happen, because these are $300 bloody 300 each, so I don't want to ruin them. I want to get a long life out of them. But this is, I don't want to do a big rundown why I've got these, but I'll do it when I do a big games room tour, when everything's done and completed. So anyway, this is only just sort of more documentation. So I might sort of release this footage after, when I do a games room. Anyway, gonna measure up the unit. Might have to swing it back, because at my feet I've got another very basic TV unit, similar to just like it will probably look similar to that, but it's going to be for like retro games. So I'm going to have like CRT monitors sitting on it, so old school video game sort of area. I was planning on maybe have it over here, but might swing it back over here, because it's, I can't remember the dimensions of this. Oh no, I just don't want too much wasted space, but obviously I want a little bit of a gap, so if I had something here, I've got access. Like I was going back earlier, I'm going to have something else in there. You can actually get a skinnier version of this, like just sort of straight down the middle, and that would fit perfectly in there. And I can add more games, like probably PS1s, PS2 collection. then it'll sort of make sense then, and 3 and 4 and 5 PlayStation. Then I've got kind of like make that a Sega, and then maybe if I get one more of these ordered, which will fit perfectly here, I could probably just do like Nintendo and Xbox, just sort of like the filler sort of stuff for me. And maybe just recycle those shells, throw them up the top here, because these are quite high ceilings. So I can definitely utilise a lot of space, put a lot of boxes maybe, more games I guess. Anyway, so I'm going to build this shelf anyway, and then I'll jump to a conclusion of possibly moving this, I'm not sure. Swinging it back around here, because I think probably the issue for me is the power point. I've only got one power point in this room, and that's right in the middle, right behind here. So I will run, like it's got two slots, so one slot I've got I think 6 or 8 devices plugged in. Unfortunately I tried to do cable management and I failed severely. Just things won't stick. Yeah, like I've had things like these. You know, you just sort of jam your cable in it, and then you got the adhesive. But didn't quite work out, and got some zip ties. Anyway, so I'll have to probably stretch. I'll have to get another power adapter or a surge protector. Hopefully it's got enough length in the cable, at least 2 meters minimum, because that will only 2 meters will only probably get to about here. Hopefully maybe even 2.5 meter. See what's available out there in the world. Yeah, so I might have to actually swing the modern stuff around here again, and because this is a little bit smaller, maybe just slot her in here. Because another factor, because I don't want to affect the function. So whole idea of this game room, I want I can't have every system plugged in, I get it, because it's not the biggest room, but I want it to be functional, meaning useful, so you know I can jump in, play something at least. Might not have every system hooked up, but you know I can jump on, play the modern systems, might have some old games running as well. I want it clean, easy to maintain, because a lot of gamers would know that you know rooms can get very dusty because you got that much stuff, you know, like more than a lifetime really to play just here. And like this isn't a big collection, like. So that's why I've got the glass doors, so I can display them, but hopefully minimise the dust going in there. And anyway, and try and do some RGB lights and all that type of stuff, and just going to see work clothes in the cupboard, but the cupboard I'll try and use as storage. And then over here I'll probably have me vinyl record sort of collection and some Laserdisc movies, but unfortunately because there's no power, yeah, I'm not really sure how I'm going to pan this out. And then I've 100% dedicated, I know it takes up a bit of space, but I'm 100% dedicated to having the Bret Hart shrine or collection. So I've got all the toys, videos and some personal photos, signed stuff as well, and probably more toys and books down there. So yeah, I'm kind of dedicated with the Hitman stuff. Just not sure how I'm going to energize the player. Maybe the player I can probably just slot in under there. But I wanted someone to have vinyl records and laser discs. So I'm going to have a cube shelf over there. If it doesn't quite fit, I'm going to have to pull everything out and move it across a little bit more towards the light switch. I'll find a way to make it fit. Yeah, so anyway, so this is like a documentation of this games room, so it's nowhere near complete. It's going to take a few more months. So where are we now? It's 6th of October of the time of recording. So yeah, anyway, hopefully this is kind of entertaining for you. I installed the curtains as well because I had no curtains in the house. Yeah, as you can see, the light sort of come through a little bit, but it definitely darkens the room. I just don't want stuff getting faded. Yeah, anyway, so that is so far my game room's progress. Just junk and stuff everywhere. Alright, I'm going to start building the shelves. Alright, I just thought I'll do another little games room update. So today is Friday, is it the 11th of October? I think it is. Anyway, so I finally went around to the joinery place, and yeah, the local joinery ended up making some shelves for me. So which one? Okay, this one is the Fantastic Furniture one. It's got the little bit of a wood grain in it, so that is part of these type of shelves from Fantastic Furniture. I just said I needed a few more shelves, so unfortunately they couldn't find anything similar. There was one that's got that bit of a wood grain to it, but it was almost like a caramel sort of white, so I just went with a basic sort of melamine cover. They've done the notches as well for me, which is really good. And I think it's about 2mm thinner. It's probably hard to tell, but it is. But I said it was for a bookshelf, but little do they know is it's going to be covered with games, so not having the wood grain is not going to matter, because you won't really see and tell. Anyway, they matched it pretty similar colour. The white's just a little bit different, but all I wanted was something that was white and just fill up more shelves. As you can see with the edging that they done, they actually found some wood grain stuff, and it's actually very similar. So I've got 4 additional, there's 5 here, but so 4 additional ones for my shelves now. So I'll be able to try and slot a couple more shelves in, utilize the space, minimize the wastage. It's going to look really, really good, I think. Also, I bought myself a square. So if I get myself a lead pencil, I'll mark up where there's no little holes. I'll put the little holes in once I measure out what I want. Put the lugs in, and that way the lugs sit with these grooves, and yeah, I think it's going to go alright. So I'm happy with that. Just going back to my vlog, so this is staying where it is. Actually, here you go, latest game pickup, because it's a gaming channel. So Silent Hill 2. Put about 3 hours into it so far, so really enjoying it. I've not only the HD remakes or whatever, well remasters or whatever you call it, sometimes they're a bit of a hit and miss. That one is bloody awesome in my opinion. I don't know whether I've vlogged this, but anyway, I'll mention it now. So that is my retro entertainment unit. So I got this from IKEA or IKEA, however you pronounce it. It's probably pronounced as IKEA probably, but everyone calls it IKEA. Anyway, that was $119. That was on display in Logan Lee, I think it is. I was going to go with another unit, but I thought, nah, judging by that, I actually can probably put more. It's about 20 centimeters longer than the original unit I was going to select, but I could definitely put some systems. So definitely 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, up to 8 systems. So probably even more, because if I'm going to do like the the fat PS2 consoles, I can probably have them vertical, taking up 2 there. One I can run it to this TV, the other one I can run it to that TV, and when I link them, I can do like 2-player, you know, shooter games and all that type of stuff. So yeah, and then I've got the Vectrex in the middle just to sort of use up a bit more space. So it's kind of like the CRT TVs. Really cool. Sort of, yeah. Actually, the only thing that I'm sort of kicking myself now, because I knew nothing about IKEA. So sometimes it's like going into McDonald's, you buy yourself a hamburger. Do you want fries with that? So technically, I can have doors, which will cost a little bit extra. So you can have little doors if you want, or I forgot what they call it, like a riser, and I should have actually purchased that, which is like 4 little feet or something like that, and a bit of a timber, and that would have raised it probably, I don't know, 40 mils or something like that, which I would have loved, because I just feel like the unit's just a little too low from how I'm sitting. So I'm sort of looking downways. I'm just sort of exaggerating it for the camera for you. So if that was like my normal eye line, yeah, as you can tell, you'd probably like it a little bit higher. So next time when I get a chance, I will, yeah, try and get it raised up a bit. If there's any other ideas that people might come up with, let me know in the comments, just so I can get it up a little bit higher. But other than that, it's pretty cool. Finally get a chance to play Eliminate Down from Limited Run Games. This is a very expensive game if you want the original, and probably a little bit hard to find because you've got to go hunting in Japan or South Korea or something like that. So yeah, that is the update of my games room. So I might get into a bit of Silent Hill today. I won't really do the shelvings too much, actually. Yeah, so I think it's the 29th of December 2024. So I've got some Sega Mega CD games, not on that I'm really concentrating on. Just with the Power Region Sega Saturns. I'm just helping my brother. That's his machine there, that's mine. Just help him install some of these games. So I'm just sort of doing that at the present moment. And just to continue on this process, I found a couple of boxes. I know there's more down there, but just sorting out the games room. How cool is this one? The SG-1000 Mark II, also known as the SC-3000. Yes, I'll friggin' just put my foot into this ladder. Here we go. I've got some import Japanese PlayStation 2 games, and that's where I'll be figuring out. I'm doing my Power Region PS2 games, so I'm trying to put them neatly, kind of in alphabetical order if I can. The PS3 I haven't. Or have I? Actually, sort of, but not really. So kind of like A, B, C, D, but I don't know. Say for example, with R, it's all scattered, but at least it's in the R. So I'll have a play around later. I don't know. Not today. So I've got a rough idea how I'm going to set this up. I'm not going to have the lights sitting on the shelves, but it's just temporarily. I'm thinking I might do this cool thing where I'll just go through the evolution of PlayStation boxes. So PS2 will be right there, it'll be a dark blue box. PS3, PS4, and I don't think I'll be putting a PS5 console because they're so massive and I'm out of space anyway. So I've got a rough idea how this is going to pan out. I'm kind of a bit iffy at the moment about PS1s because how the design of these shelves are going to work out. They're perfect for Blu-ray, guys. If you're into Blu-ray movies, 4K, Blu-ray, PS5 4.3s, these shelves are perfect. You can go all the way down, as you can see here, everything's perfect. But once you have the taller cases or DVD style cases, unfortunately there's a little bit of space and it sort of wastes just a smidgen, and it doesn't quite fill out the shelves. And then once I have the CD cases, which is the PS1, our region, Japanese region, I think I'm going to be struggling. Yeah, these type of cases, I'm going to be struggling to make it look really neat. But overall, I think it looks pretty darn cool. So I'm starting to be a bit more happy now. The evolution of my games room. So it's getting there, guys.